Since long ago, in the age of man, Green Dragon has existed with one purpose in mind, and that is to help our clientele progress beyond anything imaginable. The overall intent of this proposal is to create a superior and dedicated esports organization at the University of West Georgia. We hope that with our help we can grow the UWG esports and gaming to a massive scale. Our goal by the end of this presentation is to make sure that you understand our company's background and values as well as how Green Dragon may assist you. We also want to touch on the topic of why you need Green Dragon's assistance as well as your needs that need to be filled by us. Our president is Trenton Little. He's been with us for about 4 years, and his experiences include working with General Motors for 2 years before coming to Green Dragon Consulting. Next up is Zach Prater, our vice president. He's been with us for about 6 years, and before coming to Green Dragon Consulting, he was a technology consultant for Coca-Cola for 2 years. So up next, we have Jonna McDay. She's our Chief Information Officer. She's been with us for about 3 years, and before coming to us, she worked at JCPenney as a Senior Risk Control Consultant. And then there's me. My name is Robinson Morrison. I've been with Green Dragon for about 7 years now, and I am their Chief Financial Officer. And before working here, I worked at the Verizon headquarters for about 3 years. And finally, we have Cameron Russell. He's our Chief Technology Officer. He's been with us for about 6 years, and before coming to us, he worked for Bank of America for around 5 years. Now, before I steal the whole show, I'd like to pass the baton on to Jonna to give y'all our... Now, before I get ahead of myself... Now, before I steal the whole show, I'd like to pass the baton on to Jonna so she can tell y'all a little bit about our company and our values. Now, before I steal the whole show, I'd like to pass the baton on to Jonna to give y'all our... Now, before I get ahead of myself... Now, before I steal the whole show, I'd like to pass the baton on to Jonna so she can tell y'all a little bit about our company and our values.
Thank you, Robinson, for that lovely introduction. We here at Green Dragon Consulting Company have dedicated this section to inform you and our clients on the credibility of the company. What is Green Dragon Consulting Company? What are our core values? And internal and external communication within our company in order to provide you with fast and efficient results. Hello, my name is Jonna McDay, the former Chief Information Officer here at Green Dragon Consulting Company, alongside with my 4 amazing colleagues that are willing to provide top elite services that will have you coming back. Here at Green Dragon Consulting Company, we take pride in making sure our clients and our future clients have the finest services, whether it's informing you of changes or just giving you or providing you with the most professional feedback so that you may stay on top. You may ask yourself, who is Green Dragon Consulting Company? Green Dragon Consulting Company serves as a knowledgeable construction party that works together to create a long-lasting experiences for our clients and our future clients, and relationships in order to provide high-quality services, problem-solving, implementing strategies, and overall improvement among the smallest companies to the top corporations. We are here to engage in the needs of our clients and develop various stages along the way to provide solutions. Our mission is to provide information and develop a friendly environment that makes best fit to our clients to help them make reasonable business decisions. In 1998, Peter O'Reilly, a former co-founder of Jason P&K, founded Green Dragon Consulting Company. He believed that creating experiences and life-changing relationships, trust, and building a strong foundation would keep clients coming back. We here at Green Dragon Consulting Company provide just that, an environment where companies are willing to put their trust in us, and our firm will be able to provide best results. Our company was founded on the basic needs of communication in order to help companies succeed. We strive to make sure our team has the necessary knowledge in order to provide the best quality and experiences for our clients. Customer service is one of the most valuable and crucial trainings that all employees must go through in order to work for our prestigious company. We train our employees on the key values of teamwork and listening to higher management, constructive criticism in order to give clients the best experiences. Here at Green Dragon Consulting Company, we are here to create long lasting experiences. We're able to give you the quality that you're looking for, that we're very compassionate and understanding. Our motto here is ideas really do come that big. We chose this motto in order for our clients to place their ideas in our hands in order to create fruition. Code of ethics and honesty are heavily relied on here at Green Dragon. We are committed to improving the lives of our clients. Therefore, we are built off customer focuses. We believe that management practices are the foundation for our firm to run as smooth as possible. Our employees resemble how our phenomenal top management resolve problems and follow up with the clients. We put trust in our employees so they will do the right thing in order to create and maintain a happy and healthy relationship and reputation for our company. Our team works together to please our clients, and we place our trust inside of our employees to do the same and to please our clients as well. We have formed great relationships with several companies, including CVS, Dollar General, Verizon Mobile, and Burlington Coat Factory. This is all possible because we have created relationships that cater to the needs of the company in order to help them and see them grow. Green Dragon Consulting Company recognizes that communication is a critical part in order to achieve key results. It is our job to keep our employees informed and up to date, as well as give them accurate information in a timely manner via email. We understand that the practices of good communication will contribute to the understanding of what our company role is and what we provide to our clients, leading to an overall good reputation. Before every meeting, we have a powwow session to clearly understand the problems of what the company may be lacking or facing. This gives everyone the opportunity to express their needs and concerns of the company. We also have a survey system set in place that requires feedback from employees and our clients in order to improve so that this company can continue to grow. Our goal is to make it easier to communicate and get the latest updates in various events and meetings. We have issued all of our staff Gmail addresses. This keeps staff up to date and meetings, events, as well as via Google Calendar. Our vision is to keep pushing with anything and everything that we do as a company. In conclusion, now that you have learned a little bit about who we are here at Green Dragon Consulting Company, what are our core values, and how we communicate internal and external in order to provide you with great quality service, I will now turn it over to Trenton Little for him to state why you need Green Dragon Consulting Company services.
What's the purpose of a company or organization if it doesn't have the means of communication to help it grow? How are they going to find new members? How are they going to find any funds, anybody to support them, even know that they exist? Green Dragon Corporation will actually fix that up. So as stated about one of the UWG gaming and esports organization leaders, there's been a distant lack of social media pages. Their presence was lacking, and they feel that they're not reaching out to many people, or people are not coming to them. They exactly say a word for word. Basically, with their situation, Green Dragon's actually been helping out companies and organizations of a similar degree as seen on the graph here. That includes Southwire, Belks, all corporations like that you may know in small towns, big towns, and up. We've been in this situation before, and we can actually help with the engagement of other companies, or you reaching out with other companies or organizations to actually link together, or somehow finding funds to make it supported so that they can have scholarships in the UWG gaming and esports industry. Anything that might be troublesome in regards to reaching out to other people, we could fix that. Better advertisement, not a big problem for us. Compared to other gaming organizations such as Boise State University's gaming organization, the varsity team has scholarship funds and supporting features from other schools, actually, and connections with other companies or organizations. Other organizations include other competitors and their own schools, a football team and basketball team supporting them, all with the power of communication, the power of communication that we need for our organization. The same thing happening with Georgia Southern University, where they have connections, supporting features, as well as 200 members plus, and still growing rapidly simply because of communication throughout the school and with other schools and their own corporation connected to their other organizations that are willing to support and fund them. That is something we need to have with this school, with University of West Georgia's esports team. So as you can tell from the earlier slides, from the evidence I provided, companies big and small and organizations big and small, similar to UWG Gaming and Esports organization, they all have one thing in common in strength of how they grow, and that's communication with their outlets of social media. And communication as a whole, it don't even have to be social media. Communication is strong enough in itself. Even word of mouth can be strong. Actually, Zach is going to continue on the topic of communication internally and externally.
Communication is fundamental to humanity. It's what we use to get our points across, to give directions to others, to share our knowledge and our information and experience that we've had. It's literally what we use to just say hello, to get to know people. And with the computing age, this has grown exponentially. We're now able to communicate to people across the world instantaneously. Say hello with video conferences, send them an instant message, send them an emoji, all these things to get to know each other. Hello, my name is Zach Prater, and I'm the Vice President of Green Dragon Consulting. We are a highly trained and highly skilled group of consulting professionals who've helped several companies achieve higher levels of customer outreach and streamline their internal communication, which has led to more productivity and better profits. We've helped several companies along the way, including those of Verizon Mobile, CVS Pharmacy, and Burlington Coke Factory, all of which have seen increased results from implementing our team's plans and initiatives. Currently, gaming and esports at UWG uses several forms of communication. Email, they have a Facebook page, they also have a LinkedIn profile. And of course, there's the good old face-to-face time, sitting down and talking to each other. Their primary form of internal communication, though, is their private Discord server, which is an amazing tool for gamers, and really anyone who wants to talk or communicate in a digital environment. It is the most widely used voice over IP in the gaming community, which makes it ideal for an organization like Gaming and Esports at UWG. It is a great system to allow them to share text-based information, video chat, post announcements, and even a calendar. It has several organized tabs which they use to separate all their announcements and upcoming news, as well as individual games that people might be interested in. It allows gamers to share their ID tags so they can make new friends, as well as just sit and chat about their current and favorite video games. It also allows them to share pictures and upload their achievements they might have achieved throughout playing their games. It's really an amazing tool that they utilize to almost its full extent. The only issue being it's private, so it's an internal form of communication. It does allow them to keep everything organized and timestamped so they can retrieve information at will. Gaming and Esports at UWG currently utilizes several forms of external communication to reach potentially new members, other collegiate esports programs, and professionals in the gaming and esports business. The officers and leadership utilize email primarily to talk to the Center for Student Involvement. They use this form of communication to talk about when they can schedule events, when and where they will be, as well as possibly hosting tournaments on university grounds. They also communicate through email to schedule when the organization will be representing the university at external tournaments, one of which was DreamHack Atlanta, which was currently held here recently, and several members of Gaming and Esports at UWG represented the university at that tournament and participated, some of which did very well. The club also attends regularly held events by the University Center for Student Involvement, when all student organizations and Greek life can come out, set up tables around campus, and share their information to potentially new members. They talk about what they are, who they are, and just kind of about the clubs in general. The organization also utilizes the information bulletin boards that are posted all around the university. You've probably seen them. There's several on many of the TVs in almost every building that'll post just scrolling information about current activities at the school, current news, as well as give a little bit of advertisement for several organizations. Gaming and esports utilizes this to a small degree. The club also has a Facebook page, which they use occasionally to post about their upcoming events or upcoming tournaments. Unfortunately, it doesn't get posted on enough. This is a little bit of a weakness, but it can be improved. One of our recommendations is to use it more. It's very simple and free to do. The club also has a LinkedIn profile page, which is another part of their social media platform. The page, unfortunately, has not been updated since the last president, who of which used it very meticulously and actually got a job in a gaming and esports organization here in Atlanta, mainly because of the LinkedIn profile page and how well it was presented. They can use these forms to communicate with other esports organizations collegiately, like LSU or the University of Missouri, both of which have put substantial money and effort into building centers and housing events for their esports clubs, because there's lots of scholarship money and money for the school through a lot of these events like TESPA and DreamHack. These tournaments where these organizations can go out, represent their universities, compete in the games they love, and potentially win scholarship money. If we were to take a quick look at a SWOT analysis of gaming and esports at UWG, we could break it down into their strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, both internally and externally. Some of their internal strengths would be that they provide a great home and a house for gamers at University of West Georgia. They provide a place for them to come together, to meet, to get to know one another, to share stories, to share games that they love and are so passionate about. It hosts plenty of team events in competitions as well. As I mentioned earlier in this presentation, a bunch of its members competed in several events at DreamHack Atlanta, a few of whom did very well considering all the competition that comes in across the entire globe. It really gives a place for these people to get together and share the games and experiences that they're so passionate about and so love. One of the weaknesses, though, of their internal communication is that they really utilize only Discord. And while it's a great and amazing tool that they utilize to its fullest, it's very polarizing, and it's only one form of communication. It's not very diverse. They could access so many more ways to communicate internally. Their Facebook page, their Instagram, using a hashtag, all these things that could bring them together across many social media platforms. Their external opportunities, though, is they could have a larger outreach on campus. This is easily achieved by having more advertisements, having more flyers, having more events, utilizing social media platforms that they don't already have, like Instagram and Tumblr and Twitter. All these social media platforms that they don't even utilize. They could increase their posting on Facebook, increase their LinkedIn page to meet professionals in the gaming and esports business, to meet other collegiate teams. Unfortunately, their external communication falls under a few threats. Other organizations at the University of West Georgia that would fall into the nerdy category, as it were. These would include Board Gaming at UWG and the Anime Otaku Incorporated Club. Both of these organizations do pose a slight threat. A lot of gamers also like to board game and watch anime. It's part of the culture. On one hand, though, gaming and esports does a fantastic job of reaching out a whole lot more than both board gaming and esports, board gaming, and the anime club. It's one of their huge strengths to their external communication. Up next, we'll have Cameron Russell telling you a little bit about our recommendations to improve this organization.
Sometimes we all need a helping hand every now and then to support our dreams. Green Dragon Consulting is that helping hand. We take pride in aiding our customers with the expertise we have to make our organizations thrive. My name is Cameron Russell, and I have been with Green Dragon Consulting for 6 years, and I've loved every second. We put our customers first and are more than happy to assist with our clients' dreams. With that being said, the recommendations we provide will improve the esports organization at the University of West Georgia. One problem we found with the esports organization is that they do not have an identity, little if any at all. A positive, inviting image must be established to lure in new, prospective members to the organization. Attending more campus functions and being passionate about esports can draw in plenty of interest. Promoting University of West Georgia's esports merchandise, such as hats and t-shirts, can improve awareness and develop an image on its own. Also, the campus functions will allow peers to communicate one-on-one in a more engaging and interactive environment. Student involvement is the backbone for any university organization. Students help run and promote their clubs and organizations in a variety of different ways. The problem for the esports club at the University of West Georgia is that student involvement has been overlooked. The underutilization of this resource is hindering the organization's growth. The club should promote and advertise using flyers, brochures, or broadcasting an ad on the university radio and television stations. Keeping people updated on recent news about the organization will make the esports club seem in the loop and not forgotten. Updating news will also increase awareness to the club. For some college students, involvement can be difficult, but it can help you experience new things that develop growth as a person and a student. The esports organization can provide a fun, safe, and informational learning environment that college students will be attracted to. Creating an inviting area to play and learn will definitely help bring in new members. Green Dragon recommends having a gaming social every week to bring in new students to join the organization. Food and drinks will be provided, plus there will be the opportunity to earn prizes and merchandise. The esports organization strives to improve not only the competition and academic aspects of life, but also the social part. Being a part of something can improve the lives of people who are otherwise standoffish. The esports club at the University of West Georgia wants to make an impact and a lasting impression on anyone interested or anyone who is already in the club. Social media has taken over this new age of technology. Everything is public and can be seen by whoever chooses to search. This can be used as an advantage to clubs and organizations to help interact with others in a somewhat casual setting. Social media is a consulting firm's best friend. Without social media, people cannot reach out as far as they could and will not be as successful as someone who can access it. We recommend obtaining as many social platforms as possible and to be engaged on all socials to keep interest in the club. Even though the old-fashioned way of face-to-face communication is still the most effective, social media interactions can help reach an audience you normally could not obtain. This technology allows any organization or person to be everywhere at once. The main objective is to organize as many social accounts as possible to get the esports club at the University of West Georgia linked in with other social communities. Facebook is the most recognizable social media platform to be on. Almost everyone is on Facebook, so the organization should have no problem reaching out to other esports clubs or interacting with students who want to join the esports organization. With the numerous social media accounts the esports club has obtained, they can send out information, updates, and upcoming events. The accounts must be active every day to supervise the interactions from interested people who are looking to join. On the accounts, the esports club will also organize prizes and free merchandise every week for engaging with the organization or answering trivia. The incentive of free prizes and gifts should get plenty of people to recognize the esports club at the University of West Georgia. Joining an organization that you are passionate about can only help your life. The esports club wants people to realize that. The esports organization looks to improve the college lifestyle in a fun, inviting way to ensure that people who are on the fence about joining a group will be confident that they have chosen the right fit for them. Also, networking and meeting new people will help anyone with the social anxieties to find a way to overcome it through the love and competition of esports. Green Dragon Consulting's aim is to provide the most successful results, either that be for the organization or the people in it. The recommendations provided will greatly improve not only the club, but the quality of college for whoever decides to join. The University of West Georgia is a great place for this organization to thrive. All of the great students and staff and faculty have the potential to do so much, and the sense of community will never allow such a great organization to fail. Thank you for your time. It was greatly appreciated. Now I will conclude the presentation. In conclusion, the esports organization at the University of West Georgia will soar above expectations with the implementation of our proposals. Connecting with people on campus and through social media will display the esports image in an appealing way. The esports club will be open to anyone who wants to join an exciting informational and social organization at the University of West Georgia. We are thrilled to work with such a great organization. Our contact information is greendragonconsulting.org, GREENDRAGONCONSULTING.org, and the number is 483-867-5309. Again, thank you. Green Dragon Consulting will now be open to any questions you may have.
You might be asking yourself, what are some of the risks involved if we implement your recommendations? These risks are very small. Most of our recommendations are free and easy to use, like having a new social media platform through Instagram, Twitter, and just using the Facebook page a little bit more. All these are free and easy to use resources. Creating your own hashtag, free and easy to use. The only real risk involved is getting more members, and that's exactly what we're here to try and help you with. None of our risks involve much financial input, but have the ability to gain access to many financial backers to help grow the esports community at West Georgia. It would provide them with the opportunity to possibly go to far outreaching tournaments that are not locally based, as well as have an actual presence in the collegiate esports leagues like TESPA.
So I know you probably have one big question for the Green Dragon Consulting Group. Why would working with us be a smart choice and or a good investment? And the answer is quite simple to that. Basically, working with us, you gain access to knowledge for your organization on the weaknesses and then make up a solution for those weaknesses and then guaranteeing that growth through those solutions. So basically, the communications issue with West Georgia's gaming and esports industry for you guys, y'all have a problem with communication, you can't reach out to other people. We would actually turn that into a benefit and actually make communication a strong suits, therefore making it long-lasting progress for your organization and helping it grow to gain more people in the group.
I know you may be wondering how much time and how much effort is needed in order to put this recommendation in place. And if working with Green Dragon Consulting Company, we pride ourselves in having fast and efficient work for our clients and customers. If it's an idea you need to ask permission to execute or get actions on, it needs our services. But accuracy, growth, and correct methods have no time on them. So no matter if it takes a year, no matter if it takes a couple of months, no matter if it takes a couple of days, we here at Green Dragon are here to provide professional feedback in order for your company to go to the next level or succeed in anything that they may do. Now that all your worries are out the way about the timing, we may move on to question number 4. Thank you.
So exactly how will the Green Dragon Consulting recommendation help improve the performance of our department, which is esports gaming? So one of the most prudent points that was made by one of my colleagues in the previous slides was the fact that the social media just needs to be brought up to par with modern standards. They need to increase the actual usage of it as well as increase the overall outreach to new audiences, because the platforms as it stands are pretty dead and really don't have much reach outside of the actual existing group, and even that is slightly below par. If they increase the amount of interactivity, that will drastically improve the amount of coming and going, and it will drastically improve the click path. Another major point that was made is connecting with other collegiate esports organizations such as Boys University and many of the other ones in our state. This will assist them in reaching new audiences as well as create the ability to have events that involve other organizations, which is a huge game changer because that's basically the same thing as having a collaboration with another large company. This will actually also increase at the same time the amount of younger people that are going to attend West Georgia because they are going to be looking to join the team based off of the appearances that the team makes in other states or with other counties or with other programs. And overall, it will create a better sense of community, which is a game changer when it comes to actually involving the audience. Because at that point, the audience will feel much more close-knit and be less likely to leave. I hope that answers your questions.
Thank you, Robinson. I will be taking the final question to conclude our presentation. How can your recommendation of on-campus promotions help increase our student member involvement for future growth? On-campus promotions and functions help the club interact with their peers and faculty. Creating a positive image for them to see is important, and frequent face-to-face opportunities are a great way to increase involvement. This also provides a more hands-on approach for people to engage in the club's activities. Furthermore, allowing feedback from prospective members at these functions will make people more involved to whatever fits their interest in the organization. In conclusion, to increase student involvement, we must first connect with our audience, then find out what they want and seek to gain from the esports organization. Thank you for your time, and we look forward to working with you.